Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, October 13th. No significant impacts. Warm, dry weather continues for the foreseeable future. Daytime temperatures 8 to 10 degrees above normal. Surface areas will continue to dry out. Pretty good for prescribed burning. Given the short days, long nights, we don't anticipate any large fire development. We don't have any significant winds to go along with it. No lightning as well in our area. We did have a disturbance in Southern California with lightning, but also some precipitation. You can see that on the left, but we're dry. Looking at Great Basin fire activity, a few small starts. These are all quarter acre to an acre, nothing significant. Looking at observed precipitation, you can see how bone dry, 0 to 10% of normal precipitation, where you see the dark red. Just about the entire Great Basin on the left, you can see is dry, just a few hundredths of an inch over far southern Utah, far southern Nevada in the past week. A lot of moisture still with a monsoon further south into New Mexico and Arizona. You can see how the 100-hour fuels have dried out into the upper single digits where you see the gold, and that's about 90% of our area. Only southeast Utah is a little bit higher, but even they've been dry. So that is what we're looking at. And that's all due to big high pressure steering these Pacific storms up and over it into Canada, and also this deep, cold, low pressure system in the northern Great Lakes and into southern Canada, locking in this high pressure. It really can't budge any further eastward. So it's locked in for as long as this low pressure area stays locked in. So this could be quite some time. You can see on the left there is the high pressure locked in, the dry, warm air mass, and the tannish shade. The disturbance off the Southern California coast, keeping moisture in Southern California. And you can see our 7 day where we've dried out significantly in the yellow, and where conditions are still very moist despite the dry weather areas in the green. A lot of that's due to new grasses coming up and increasing live fuel moisture from the wet summer and early fall that we've had. Looking at winds, not really significant winds, a bit breezy here out of the northwest in parts of Utah in the dark green, but it's only about maybe 12 to 22 miles an hour. Humidity, apologies for the state boundaries being cut off once you get towards Idaho, but you can kind of make out the upper single digits down south and the low to mid teens as you get up into Idaho and into parts of Utah, even to the low 20s, upper 20% range as you head more into western Wyoming. Same story again on Friday. High pressure stays locked in. More areas get into the yellows. We continue our drying trend. Again, winds fairly light, more slope driven than anything else, maybe a bit of a northerly component. Again, the humidities upper single digits to low teens in the south, mid to upper teens, maybe even low 20% range into parts of the central mountains of Idaho and western Wyoming. Same story again on Saturday. High pressure in control, no significant issues on the 7 day. Again, same story with humidity in the teens in the south to maybe upper teens to low 20s in the north and east. Winds fairly light. And you can see where you have some of these enhanced darker greens, more of a northerly or northeast component at perhaps 10 to 20 miles per hour. Keep that in mind if you're doing prescribed burning. No precipitation for the Great Basin area next 3 days, except maybe down near or just south of Vegas. Deeper moisture down into Arizona with the monsoon continuing there. Sunday, you can see an upper level low over southern Arizona, pushing up some monsoonal moisture into the edge of our southern area, where you see the green and even the black. We could see some scattered showers. Otherwise, high pressure, warm and dry elsewhere. And that trend continues with high pressure still holding in control into Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Another low with moisture into Southern California, but no moisture for us. We stay dry. So great prescribed burning with fairly light winds and dry conditions continuing. This is the 7 day precipitation totals. Great amounts for the southern areas. This is good for parts of the Colorado River watershed. And the 8 to 14 day above normal temperatures continue, but we do see a shift here on the precipitation going to above normal, in some cases even well above normal in northwest Nevada as we go into October 20th to the 26th. That's the next expected change in our weather pattern. This continues our briefing. We'll talk to you once again tomorrow. Have a great day.